My name is Camion Pigot, and this is speech 3, the persuasive speech. And this speech will be about the relationship between our physical and mental health, and basically explain how the two are intertwined and, or I like to say, married. So, our physical health tells us about the state of our physical body. It tells us how we're maintaining our body. It tells us how, whether or not how long we can run for, how long can we hold our breath, is our heart in good health, is our kidneys in good health. Um, Overall, it's kind of like our lifespan, how healthy um, are our bodies. And by the health of our current bodies, how long do we see ourselves living? Like, what is our expectancy of life? The healthier our bodies, the more than likely you have a higher expectancy, a longer time period to live. Now, our mental health focuses more on how we think and how we feel and how we act, as well as how we deal with certain negative emotions and traumas and stressors that life may bring. Now, there is a relationship between the two. It's kind of like a yin and a yang. One cannot one cannot flourish without the next. Our mental health cannot flourish without our physical health, and our physical health cannot flourish without our mental health. Now, they're in sync because if our mental health is not taken care of, even though we may be physically fit, eventually how we deal with our stress can affect how we look and how we feel physically. For example, if I am in the best shape of my life and I've been going to the gym, I have been working out, I used to be a smoker, I am no longer smoking, but for whatever reason, I decide to stop taking care of my mental health. I will stop eating how I should. I would stop drinking how I should. I would probably be sleeping more because I am depressed, or maybe I'll be overeating and I will gain weight and lose all of the muscle mass that I've gained going to the gym, and or I'll just put on weight. So, because my physical health was intact, but my mental health was no longer intact, unfortunately, it started affecting my physical health. Now I am gaining weight. Now I am losing sleep. Or not sleeping enough, insomnia, and so on and so on. If my mental health is in order, but my physical health is not in order, mentally, I can feel happy, I can feel ready to take over the world, and I can handle my stress really, really well. However, my heart probably has too much fat around it, or my kidneys aren't functioning accordingly because I have some type of sickness or illness or disease. That in turn can affect my mental health as well. So, because I'm not feeling how I want to feel, because my hormones might be out of whack, physically or biologically, um, because I physically cannot function the way that I need to have a what we would like to call normal life, my mental health will then begin to decline. What would happen is I would fall into a deep sense of depression, or I'll probably develop a great sense of anxiety or worry, or doubt. I may no longer like my body and begin to suffer from something, we like to call body dysmorphia. So because my physical health is no longer in good condition or how I would want it to be, now in turn my mental health would be affected. And this is why there is a need and a major importance for you and I and our loved ones to understand that our mental health and our physical health coexist with each other. They are married to each other. They share a relationship with each other where one feeds off of the next, and it's very, very important and crucial for us to try to focus on not just one but both of them. Picture a life where you can be stressed about something, but you're still able to see the positive in it. Picture a life where you are depressed, and instead of smoking, instead of yelling at your kid or your spouse or your family, instead of sleeping all day, you wake up and you're able to say, I'm going through this, but there's a lesson that's learned here. I'm not the weight that I want to be right now, but I will be because I'm working hard. That is how we essentially reprogram our brain for the good, for the better. That would help with our mental health. And in doing so, we'll also be instilling little habits in our life that would help our physical health. For example, if I'm sad and I'm sleeping all day and I just don't like myself, if I get up just for 5 minutes a day and try to journal and try to meditate, and try to clean even just for 5 minutes, my body would start to release these chemicals, one of them being dopamine, and I will be teaching my brain that whenever I feel this negative emotion, this is something that I can do. This makes me feel better. This helps my physical health. This helps my mind, my body, my soul, and my mental health as well. Over time of consistently practicing and participating in this behavior, it will become a lifestyle. And then not only will I feel better mentally, I will look better physically. And it's the same vice versa. If you're not good mentally, and you want to work on yourself physically and say, you know what, I'm sad right now, and I can't do anything about it, but I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to ride a bike. Physically, you'll start to look better, which will mentally help you to feel better and will also release certain hormones and certain chemicals to help reprogram your brain and teach it more positive coping mechanisms. So now what I would like for you guys to do today is, I encourage you guys to step up and to take action and to try to take the little steps that you need to change your negative habits into positive, healthy ones. When you're feeling down, think about ways that you could participate in self-care and self-love and self-assurance, and try to help to reprogram your mind with the plethora of good coping mechanisms. And that will in turn further motivate you to worry about your physical health, and you would be in the best shape you could ever imagine. But the first step is to recognizing that there is a relationship, a marriage even, between your mental health and your physical health. This is just the beginning. Thank you.